Holy cow. Mancow. People say, what would Hitler have said? Kill them all. People said that Donald Trump's rally was a failure. Personally, if you can get all those fucking idiots to still turn up, doesn't look good. This just shows how fucking stupid Americans are. After the fucking COVID tragedy, America leads the world in dead people and cases, and they're still turning up to see this fucking idiot. If they can't see that he's an idiot, how fucking stupid are they? If a train leaves Chicago at 9 a.m., that seems to be an American typical question, but I'm not sure if we've ever had a question like that in when I was a kid. If a train leaves London, give me some questions. Why is there only one person in this restaurant? Should I put some sugar in my tea? Am I about to have a stroke? But they didn't know that I was in the restaurant. I'm tucked away in a corner, so they wouldn't know that. Also, I'm not immoral. I've got very good morals. It's like the boss is up for a break. Was it on a hill? If it was on a hill, it was Rick. Rick is coughing because he's got emphysema. If he dies, I want his house. Oh, there we go. Second customer. Yeah, that's Rick. Where are you from, cow? Don't have a cow man. Oh, is that where that comes from, Cowman? The American radio host, is it? So this is what I want answers for. I have just I have just from New York. Well, I like New York. That's a great city. I sat in this Italian restaurant and they never came to serve me. Fucking really cool restaurant, really old building. It looked fantastic, but maybe I was, and they let me sit there. Maybe it just wasn't opening time. So my question is, I just bought these speakers, and I want it to go louder, like Nicky. But I looked in the panels, and it looks like it's already at maximum. I don't like that. Does it vary from channel to channel? And I didn't look Jewish then. There's a button that you can. There's one button that switches it on, and the power's on now. I am connected to Bluetooth, and there's this one here. This one seems very flexible. Think that could be it. Also, what is this? I've got like a connecting cord. Where the fuck's that gone? I did it, but not fucking lost that. So I've got a connecting cord with two like speaker ends on. What's that? What am I looking at in the distance? Nothing. Thought I was looking at the phone. I'm only looking at the kitchen. Trump 2020. Well, we can only hope he gets assassinated or he gets COVID before that. The model is a Audio Technica, and the number is on the box. So I'm pissed off. I got home last night, 16,000 yen. Then I clicked on, and then in America on this site you can buy them for fucking $80. So that didn't make me very fucking happy. LB, don't be a cunt. I hope you get cancer. Can everybody just type in for me, please? LB, get cancer, you fucking wanker. I am willing on you cancer now. I'm surprised even that many people turned out with the current situation in America. Oh, I'm fed up with this cunt already. Just realised that getting breakfast at home just takes too much fucking time. Well, okay, thanks. No, I didn't use that yet. No. I thought there might be something on there, but thanks for checking out. You're a good man, Cal. See, that's one of the answers that I wanted today. Now I'll give you something quid pro quid. Yeah, he's got that sliding thing, yeah. I'm not sure, but it's very small. I'm not sure if I can see a... Oh yeah, I can see the positive sign, yeah, the plus sign. So I think it dawned on me yesterday, you know why the masks work? You remember when it first started out and they said things like spreading because people touch surfaces where or they shake hands, or they touch people or food, or surfaces where the virus is. And the problem with human beings is that they are constantly touching their faces. Now, if you've got a mask on, if you've got to touch your face, the mask stops you touching your mouth. And I think this is what is preventing it spreading in Japan, because people aren't, they might have got it on their hands, then when they get to a shop, they use the alcohol to kill the germs. And it's the biggest single thing. It's the biggest single thing that is quite obvious in Japan and the other parts of Asia, is that people are using masks. It's as simple as that. And if people aren't sneezing, then it's not going to pass it on. Hey, hombre. I'm not pro-Trump or anyone that is pro-Trump. I know your brother, Aston. Because people are focusing on the N95 mask and the germs. They say that the other masks, they're like 60% or 70% effective for stopping viruses from getting through. But you're not going to fucking be walking around the street and a fucking virus is going to be like floating in fucking midair. Maybe if someone came up to you and coughed in your fucking face, then maybe the virus would get through the mask. But as we know, that's very, very rare. So I think that's the mask just prevents you from touching your mouth. And if stupid fucking Americans, the ones that think that, but in America now, they're so fucked up. They believe it's all a hoax. 115, maybe 120,000 people have died. They think it's a fucking hoax. How you fucking, you can't believe it, can you? You just cannot fucking believe it. There was a guy in the taxi like I went to the hospital the other day. They said they wouldn't let me in. I could buy a mask for 100 yen, and but I remembered I got one in the back of my bike, so I went back and then they take my temperature. They didn't do this at another hospital, by the way, and that's how it should be. If people want, why cause all that fucking hassle? Just put a fucking mask on. Scam Debbie. That's funny. No, but for example, they say in England, 80% of the dead people are dead, and the other 20% are just fucking about. Now, they're between 75 and 90 years of age, so it's definitely for the old people. But the hospitals were sending the fucking old people back to the fucking nursing homes when they were sick. Can you believe that? But I don't know, I saw something the other day in Florida where they opened up, and they said the median. Ernesto, either stop putting crap on or I'm gonna fucking delete you. People falling over in the street. What do you think those were fucking actors? Nurses and doctors. 100 doctors in Italy died. Nurses, doctors, delivery people dying left, right, and fucking centre. You think they're actors? You think that's all fucking made up? Get a fucking brain, insert it into your head. Or go to an hospital, ask them if you can lick their PPE equipment or lick their masks. Yeah, I think Ebola's a lot more scarier, isn't it? No, there are reasons why it is attacking old people because they've got a low immunity system. That's it. Children, very high immunity system. It doesn't attack children so much. Do you mean the staff, or do you mean people going in? Yeah, I saw someone fucking shot a worker, didn't they, because they asked him to put a mask on. That's ridiculous. Right, if someone asks you to put a mask on, put a fucking mask on. Other store asking them to put masks on. I don't wear a mask when I go to the store because this is Japan. In this area, there's place. So it hasn't changed over in this area, which 8 million people. It hasn't changed much in 3 months. In Tokyo, they are getting between 20 to 40 new cases a day. But in this area, hardly any new cases. Yeah, I saw that a couple of weeks ago, yeah. I must admit though, but if people are going to the gym, you would think they would be the least likely of people to catch it, yeah? Because they should have a strong immune system. Hello, nights. But the other day it shot up to 175, 180,000 new cases per day. It dropped down the day after. But you get all kinds. Israel said that they found it. They discovered an antibody. What was the other news? There was another Italian doctor saying that the virus was weakening, but he also had a lot of naysayers. Oh, that fucking cough is really strong. So I got the headphones to prepare for. I'm going to start learning Russian. Oh, you really? That was a fucking market con, was it? Well, they should do to him what they did to Elon Musk, yeah. But there was someone at Oxford University, I think they said they were going to make something. They shifted production to India. Yeah, I think I'm going to really get down to and try to do it properly. But, because Russian is interesting. People are cool, and they're I guess they see. This is what when you're led to believe the bullshit of American and Western governments, and you get people in the Baltic and languages, and you get people in like England, white English, and America, white American. This just speak one fucking language. This just so fucking ignorant or scared. This. Well, Victor did study. Victor had a private teacher for learning Japanese, but it also had the advantage of learning two languages at once. Being, say bilingual in Spanish. I guess his first language is Spanish, then English, and then Japanese. So he's trilingual in three languages. But I think it makes life a little bit more interesting, without a doubt. But I can converse in Japanese, there's no problem. And then a little bit of French and a few Spanish phrases, a few German words, a few Russian words. I'm a polyglot. Are you an alcoholic? Many people have said so. But I don't know, I can go 2 or 3 days without alcohol. I've done 2 weeks without alcohol. But, to tell you the truth, I've been trying to stop, but it's just, as Ricky Gervais says, what's the point of stopping drinking? But I do yeah, the other day I was I was here, and I think I had maybe 2 beers, 3 or 4 wines, small glass of wine. Then I went home, and I thought, should I get a bottle of beer or no, I shouldn't be drinking beer because of the blood pressure. And then I went and bought a 300 yen bottle of wine, and I put it in ice, put a bag of ice, some cold, and I drank it in no time. So my mind is thinking it's fucking 300 yen. my body's thinking, stop. But I don't. It's very rare that I've had in the last in the last 8 or 10 years, I've been maybe hungover 2 times. That's it. And I think, for example, I've only ever drunk one bottle of spirits, and that was about a month ago in here. One bottle of spirits. That was it, 750 cc. That's the only time I've ever done that. And I've drunk 2 bottles of wine, maybe on 4 or 5 occasions. And one occasion I drank 2.5 bottles of wine. That was a bad day. Did anybody watch OA on Netflix? I just wondered, does it end on them being in London, the present series? Fucking love that series. That girl is so gorgeous. Can you imagine like being an actor and working with that woman, Brit? You're working with her, and you're working with the person. You're acting with the person that wrote this fucking series. They must be overawed. It's fucking brilliant series, brilliant writing. And there's a guy in there. I thought he was American. His name is Ben Kingsley or Kingsley Ben Adia, but obviously maybe he gave that name himself. Fuck it. And because there was a scene where this woman in a wheelchair dropped a drone into the river or this little pool of water, and he went in and thought, aye, fucking body shot, and he's got a really strong body, this kid. And you think that's more typical of American actors rather than of British actors, because British actors are generally fucking skinny, and this guy's got like a good body. And his American accent, like I say, I thought he was American, but it's a really good character, this Kareem, and it wouldn't surprise me in the future if he like had an offshot series, because he's a really fucking cool guy. And I saw him speaking English on an interview, and he actually sounds better with the American accent. It's funny. I seem bored out of my skull. Well, try to up your game then, and I won't be fucking bored, will I? The thing is, Ernesto, while I'm talking to you, someone's got a gun at my head. He's saying, entertain them, Gary. Do the best you can. No, it looks like he took his name. So he's got like Ben Kingsley or Kingsley Ben Adia, something like that. Myenzo@yahoo.com. If you really want to, thanks a lot. Yeah, well, I think he's definitely taken his name without a doubt. He is Moroccan descent, but he just sounds like a fucking Londoner. He does. There's another Pakistani actor. I almost said Paki then. There's another actor he's also in the show. He's also in the show, and he's a good actor as well. But he's typical of a British person, whereas he's very, very skinny. In fact, we're getting quite a few actors, non-white actors, that are appearing in American shows. And is it John Boyega, something like that? He's another good actor. And there's another one. There was a film called Get Out, and it was about a white girl takes. I've never seen. I've just seen clips. She takes a black guy back to meet her family. So he's a good actor as well. Which is I like that because they all seem to be working class, these kids, and but say instead of like Jude Law or something like that coming from fucking middle class families. Or is it what is it, a comedy thriller? Is it that Get Out? Not a lot, Ernest. I've got to clean the truck up and sort that out. Then I've got to start working in the warehouse. But luckily the price of scrap has gone up. I hope it's still fucking up because it was like 10 yen and it's not a lot of fun. 10 yen. You can like 5 to 6,000 yen maybe. So, but like now and then I get an odd. But I've got like a friend, and if he's got like apartments, and if I take away a air conditioner, it gives me 10,000 yen, or another thing gives me 10,000 yen. And then another job when I clear things away, I get like 20,000 yen. So I told myself last night, this week I'm going to work hard and try and make some money on the scrap. Dugong, that is what they call a manatee in Asia. Enough, Tom. Yeah, I think I've got enough to, well, not to pay the right amount, but I think I've got enough to pay next month in anyway, so that's good. So that'll be okay. Like I say, if I start fucking getting my act together, I should be able to get back on track and make a living. Okay, cheers. I'll check that one out. I've only heard of that actually, the Treasure of the Sierra Madre. I don't think I've ever seen it. Now, somewhere, Ed, who comes on here usually, he told me a very English marriage, and it was about like a posh guy and a working class guy. And I watched it 15 minutes and I thought, fuck this. I don't like anything, like. Oh, really? Sounds interesting. So Watership Down. So it wasn't Watership Down. It was Ernesto Villa Down. You must know that joke about Pancho Villa. I had lunch with Pancho Villa. You know that joke. I don't know what Project's trying to say, but doing my best to ignore it. Yeah, it did cross my mind to fucking do something. I won't say he was my friend, like, because I was always slagging him. He's a Jewish guy, Israeli guy, and he was selling jewelry. He had a shop in his rent. was 400,000 yen a month for this shop, and he was selling jewelry, the hand fucking things like that. And he's given that up now, and he's selling Jewish food, like falafel, things like that. He's got a truck. Puncho Villa. Yeah, I was just thought of a joke this morning. For example, they do at this restaurant. They say we do takeout, and so it's just called takeout. And so I just thought if they started doing alcoholic drinks, they could do like takeout punch. Was she talking about two old people there or something? Is that a friend of yours, Ernesto? Did you ever see that? Do you know Benny Hill? There was a film called Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Did you ever see that film? Well, my cunt. Yeah, someone put today, these Americans that complain about non-Americans or non-white Americans speaking their own language in America, and it upsets them. Because apparently only immigrants have only started coming to America in these last 2 years. But most of America was fucking Mexico, right? Right up to fucking San Francisco. And they've got all these fucking Spanish names, Spanish cities, Spanish streets. And it doesn't dawn on these stupid fucks that this was fucking Mexico. They're at home. They can't go home. They are at home. They've been at home for thousands of years in that fucking city, and they go back to your own country. The other week, it was the lawyer's fucking wife the other week. Obviously, he went for the fucking. He went for the. Was it? A love puncher. I think Ernesto's got a fucking. He's got these two characters. He's. Are you the ventriloquist, Ernesto, and Puncho is the doll sat on your knee? Well, then go back to Cali. It switches off every 30 minutes. I've got a breakfast for 427 yen. I've got free internet. What? And you're fucking complaining. Why don't you start? Why don't you start your own live stream? In fact, you don't have better internet. In Japan, they've got the highest speed. Oh, Chaz, yeah, no, is that Seattle? Yeah, well, this hasn't been brought about. This has been brought about because of the actions of the police, the way that they've been fucking treating people, the way that when people are trying to protest peacefully, they've been fucking beating them, shooting them, hitting them with fucking truncheons. It's the fucking police that's the problem. It's not the fucking people. It's the fucking police. Even when they were looting, the police did nothing to stop them because they've been told by their superiors not to stop them because we can make them look bad. That cunt who was in part of the government said, he said, that's signs of freedom. All of a sudden, when the fucking tables are turned, so don't give me any of this fucking bullshit. There needs to be a change. Because there are fucking instigators from the fucking police and the police forces that go around fucking, they've got it on film. They've been going around fucking breaking windows, starting fires. They instigate this fucking shit. Well, I can only hope that you get a truncheon up your arse one day. And then you'll see if you like them. Are you going to send that fucking money or what, Ernesto? So would you call that law and order when they fucking put his neck on his knee on his neck for 8 minutes? Would you call it law and order when a fucking 10, 12-year-old boy is playing with a plastic gun and is shot within seconds by a fucking cunt cop? Would you call that law and order? When a copper fucking opens the car door and the guy says, I've got a gun, then he says he goes for his license, he shoots him to death in front of his fucking wife and child. Would you call that law and order, you fucking cunt? So you fucking wankers are unbelievable. Ed, what a timely interjunction. Yeah, but the owner was saying that they don't. Most cops aren't okay. Most cops are not okay. If they were okay, they'd be fucking... Most cops are cunts. It's in their nature. There was one in New York where a guy, a copper, went down the wrong way and he bumped into a black driver. It was his fault. And he said to the driver, there's no way I'm losing my job and my house over you. He was going to stitch him up because he fucking made a mistake. This happens all the fucking time, putting drugs in people's cars. Just attacking them for no fucking reason. Jaywalk because they're fucking black. What, have you got no fucking eyes? Ask a black person how many times he's been stopped on the street in his car. Just ask him. He's not fucking once or twice. The guy that was shot in front of his wife and son, his wife and daughter, had been stopped 61 fucking times. 61 fucking times. Yes, because they're fucking poisoned, aren't they? In the training. Then stop, if you think someone's got a fucking gun, stop pulling them over for fucking bullshit reasons. So you pull someone over for a fucking dodgy light, they could easily shout from their fucking speaker in the car, you've got a rear dodgy light, sort it out. But they don't want to do that. They want a fucking notch on their fucking bed where that poor cunt in that car, because of a faulty light, ends up fucking paying $1,000 fine they can't afford, then going to jail because they can't afford it, losing their job because they can't afford it, over a fucking light because the copper is a fucking cunt. It's as simple as that. And then when they kill him, then the local council has to pay fucking $1 million or more to the fucking family of the fucking person that's been fucking murdered for no good reason by a fucking copper. Because most coppers are fucking cunts. The civilians, yeah, a very, very small fucking minority. A very, very small minority. They are armed, and even the ones that are legally armed, they're not going to fucking shoot a copper because they're law abiding. I don't need, it depends what I'm needing at the time, Ernesto, with the looting. It's okay when fucking police forces loot the national treasury. When the police forces, do you know how they get the money? Because they they make up false cases. They get undereducated people, semi-retarded people, and they fucking plant drugs on them, or they get them to pass drugs so for fucking money, for funds. So that office, local office, gets all these fucking big fucking machines, gets all these fucking guns, gets all this fucking protective equipment, because they've made these fucking false cases against fucking illiterate kids. Ernesto, did you send that fucking money yet, you cunt? Right, I'm gonna get rid of Ernesto because he's getting on me fucking, he's trying to wind me up, this stupid cunt. Ernesto Bia is no more. Ernesto the fucking pesto. The police it's a mainly American problem. This is what this is about. It's an American problem where the police are too fucking heavy-handed. They want you to comply. I'm not talking about banning all fucking law and order. I'm talking about sorting out these fucking cunts. I'm talking about all these people that have killed innocent people get fucking jailed. I'm talking about fucking money being paid from the fucking police unions. I'm talking about fucking people listening to not their word is not trustworthy. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I'm not talking about no law and fucking order. I'm talking about the police that are fucking cunts. Look, we're talking about America here. We're not talking about fucking Latin America or Central America. Besides that, the American government caused most of those fucking problems in those countries. Yeah, look at Brazil, another fucking racist country where the coppers are even worse than the American ones. Why are you asking me where I'd like to live, you silly cunt? I'm fucking in Japan. Why the fuck would you ask me why would I like to live there? I've told you what the fucking problem is. It's the fucking police. And if you can't fucking see that, you're a stupid fucking cunt. All in all, the Japanese police are probably the best in the world, I guess, because they don't. They show no. They show very rare aspects of American policing. Your tune will change when something like this happens to to you or one of your family members. No, it used to be that actually. I don't think it's no. I don't think it's no that not that any longer. That's true. Yeah. No, but there are laws of what Japanese police can and cannot do. Whereas in America, it's like the fucking Wild West. Just gonna get a cup of tea. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tanomana. Tanomana. Maybe kikai de kore arimashita kedo, demo mo tabeta. さいな、高校に携帯ありました。携帯ありました。すみません。あ So they just brought me a fucking plate of food because I've been pressing, I've been touching the screen and somehow I've ordered a fucking breakfast. Well, they shouldn't have been such fat cunts, should they? Well, there've been lots of black people where they weren't eating. They were just in fear of their lives. There have been black children, well, plain, being shot by cops. I have no fucking sympathy for them. They brought it on them fucking selves. I don't like that fucking woman's coughing. But you can still buy the DVD set. No, but all this has been brought on because of one. Well, it's not because of one cop doing that. It was the fucking action that broke the camel's back. No, but see, the problem is when the police, not the normal police, all the police with the fucking riot gear, all the police with the fucking big machines, all the police with the special gas canisters. Once they've got it, they find reasons how to fucking use it, and this is how innocent people get killed. Because they don't just go to the house and do like a welfare check, for example. They just break into the fucking innocent person's house, fucking smack everybody. Someone pulls a gun, they fucking shoot them. Several people have been killed in this manner. The police don't need all this fucking armory. It's as simple as that. And that's where these fucking coppers, already psycho, get even worse. All of your mates? You haven't got any fucking mates. What's Netflix got to do with it? Oh, really? What? Look, if UK cops were armed, I wouldn't mind it. Sometimes they need to be armed. Well, they are armed in a lot of places in London. Chris Lilly? I don't know that one. Yeah, but but they've only probably just brought it in. Well, obviously John Clay's a bit upset about that if he was getting some money for it. But anyway, the next live broadcast, no talk of fucking what's happening in America. What? So why will Monty Python's go next? Because of they take the piss out of the Romans in Life of Brian. So some of those fuckers should. They should do a fucking. Instead of a Life of Brian, they should do a Life of Karen. Well, I was speaking to the hairman yesterday, and he was talking for about 10 minutes, something like that, about the future of the world. I was thinking of doing maybe Mall Lives Matter. Seen a massive problem with police. No one trusts the police in America, or even England. They don't trust them. And all this thing about, most cops are good, it's just not fucking true. It is just not true. I would say maybe 10 to 20%, if that, are good cops. Karen is riding bareback. They do a dirty job because they make it dirty for them fucking selves. The majority of fucking people are fucking law-abiding citizens. It's as simple as that. In most countries. You cannot say the same for the cops. All right, let's put it this way. Would you like a copper to be married into your family? Policeman. Yeah, I bet it was Geek. Fucking about with his granddad's guns. It's a fucking Geek is a nothing that you haven't got in your family. You got scrapmen, fucking gypsies, feeble uncles, now coppers. She worked on the police in the offices. Did you know that chop is the Brazilian name for beer? Yeah, she's not a copper. She worked in the police industry. That's fucking, that's Ed's fault. I played football with coppers. Also, my commanding officer in the Royal Marine Reserve went on to be the very high up in the Manchester Police Force. Commander Holt. Yeah, I'll tell you something. Yeah, well, I think you're fucking preaching to the choir there, Gigi. Yeah, I think that could happen without a doubt, or at least increase. Might not every copper might be armed, but maybe it could increase the numbers of cops that have guns without a doubt. Yeah. Was that an American footballer or a British one? Looks like this battery charger's fucked. Yeah, which country? Yeah, I want to know which country because I want to know whether to not give a fuck or really not give a fuck. But they had that film, didn't they? Sandra Bullock. Which was, they had a similar thing in Italy, and what was happening was the doctors were giving them like too powerful fucking drugs, and so you got quite a few players who they were dying in their late 30s and 40s, and they gave them the drugs to make them recover quickly from injury. What's that second one? Is that to the right to bear arms? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the second by the fifth and do the 10th. If you know the amendments, if you know the American amendments, it sounds like you're a bit of a fucking sucker for America. Oh, okay, arigato. If it wasn't for the French, she'd be speaking English. Doesn't seem a very sound ordering system if I can just lean my phone against it and I can order a fucking meal. Hundred and fucking oh man. Yeah, I think wasn't that in the Philippines where they took all the well, in America they took all the gold off the Americans, then they fucked them over with that. Then in the Philippines they took all the guns off the Philippines, and then fucking there was a martial law from fucking that little cunt. Looks like they've still got another one in his power as well after him. But maybe the boxer will be the next leader. Hopefully, can do a good job. I think they should do a night of the long knives for all the fucking priests and bishops in the Philippines. It's amazing how much money can be earned from one man. Just quote. How many quotes has Jesus got on his parables? Can't be more than fucking 50. Actions, quotes, parables. Can't be that fucking many, can it? But they've built a fucking multi-billion dollar industry. Right fucking con men, aren't they? Oh, very good. Anyway, I am not going to plead the fifth. I'm going to plead the first. Do you think Mayweather's really run out of money, or is it just to keep his wives off the track, off the scent? I live in the land of the fritters. If I have upset anyone with my presence or the things I said today, I don't give a fuck. Well, that could be a good fucking thing, couldn't it? A drunk keyboard, so it recognises when you're drunk and the same old shit comes out. Well, still no rain today. That's good. Yaken, Vicky Ken. What does that say in order? It says Nantucket Hickeys, you know. Yeah, it's been good last 3 days. A bit overcast, but it's still not raining today. That's funny. Thanks a lot to the guy that helped me with the earphones earlier. Appreciate it. And I'll see you next time, where there will be no chat on American police things. Bye bye.